first off, let's start with the Pop. I'm gonna go backwards on you because the Pop thing, I have a sour spot with that. Because if you ask me, what Pat Riley has done is more impressive than what Pop did. Pop was on his way out the door. Tim Duncan, the greatest power forward ever, saved that man's career. This man, it's proven to put. Pop has not won a championship without Tim Duncan. These are facts. That is not allegedly. Since Tim Duncan has retired, how many rings has Pop won?
They want to rebuild a mode. They want to rebuild a mode. That's
fine. You call it whatever you want. Rebuilding mode. You haven't won without Tim Duncan. Then you had Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard, you won 60-something games and still couldn't get over the hump because there was no Tim Duncan. Then after Kawhi Leonard leaves, you're one of the worst teams in the league until you get this kid from France that, in my opinion, and I'm a conspiracy theorist, the NBA wanted you to get back on the map because you were a small market and gave you Victor Wembanyama, a Vic. I don't even want to butcher the man's name. Since you're the Godfather. So now they put you in a position that where you can succeed. It's easy to succeed when the culture is Tim Duncan. Now let's get to what we're saying about Pat Riley. Pat Riley, wherever he went, okay, the Lakers had Magic Johnson when he took over. Yeah. So that was a situation he backed himself into. So he don't get no credit for that. Jerry Russ, Mr. Buss get credit for that. Now Magic listened to him, but Magic ran that team. But you skipped over the Knicks.
Oh man.
The Knicks.
Oh man, I'm glad you brought that up. That was a horror. That was a shit show.
No. The Knicks is in the finals if Starks don't nut up in Game 6 against Houston. The Knicks make it to the Knicks wins the championship. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Yeah, wins the championship.
Knicks wins the championship.
And bad coaching lost it.
No, John Starks. You're a historian. John Starks.
Game 6, John Starks played good, right? So game 6. Up at the end. Yeah, game 6 he played good. The only thing he did wrong was when he tried to shoot the 3 at the end of the game. And Akeem Olajuwon came out and blocked the shot. But he had a good game 6. Game 7, you let that man go there and shoot 2 for 19. But I ain't the smartest man in the world. Somebody's shooting 2 for 15, 2 for 60. I'm not going to just let this man shoot me out the championship.
Right. And you're right. But let's do this. The Knicks didn't have any business being there. Let's be real. Patrick Ewing, one of the best centers. But let's be real. He was your center. He was your center and the main focus of your team. No one, because a couple of weeks ago, you said that these guys was overrated on the Dream Team.
Yeah, they is.
If we go by what you say,
they are.
Pat Riley's best player is an overrated player.
Not Pat Riley. Not Patrick Ewing. I like Patrick Ewing.
But I mean, he was on the team. He don't have a ring because of Michael Jordan. But we're not gonna get into that because you said the competition wasn't all of that.
Exactly.
That's what you said. I'm just saying,
yes.
Independent Rob over here. But then, so now, Pat Riley gets them to the brink of a championship, something nobody else has done in New York. We won a championship in 73, and since then, what's the closest have you got?
The Knicks went to the championship in 99.
In 99, they will get as an 8 seed
with a real coach. They had a real coach then. Van Gundy.
Man, look.
They had a real coach.
They also had a better team.
Not really. They was an 8th seed. They made it all the way to the championship.
They didn't at the right time. But I digress with the Knicks. But me personally, I think he overachieved with the Knicks in the way they was playing.
But he couldn't seal the deal.
But because, they couldn't beat Michael Jordan.
No. Michael Jordan wasn't there. When he was there and they played against Olajuwon, Michael Jordan wasn't even in the league that year.
Michael Jordan was in the league, but Olajuwon was the best player in the world. And they didn't have an answer. Nobody had an answer for him.
They was up 3-2.
John Starks with that shot in game 6.
So why we got to blame him? Why we can't blame Pat Riley? You up 3-2. You can't. You got one game at home. 2 games in Houston. That was the first year when they changed the format of 2-3-2.
Right.
So he had 2 games in Houston. He left New York up 3-2. You couldn't win 1 out of 2 games.
The players got to execute. But
like coach got to coach too.
I digress with the next situation with the Knicks because you got them almost to the promised land. You did more than any other coach did. But let's take it to Miami.
Not more than Van Gundy did.
But this is what we talking about. But this is what we talking about, the Miami culture. Because we're going to get to your man, LeBron. You know, we're going to get to him. But let's start with the way Pat Riley did this thing in Miami. Now, we can sit here and say Dwayne Wade was this, Dwayne Wade was that. But let's be real. Pat Riley had to do some homework to get Dwayne Wade there, to put him in a position to succeed. In that draft, Dwayne Wade was what, the 3rd pick? Let's be real. Who thought he was going to be the 3rd pick out of Marquette?
Me.
And I mean, okay, you say that, but I mean, did you think Dwayne Wade was going to be what he was going to be? Now, we could talk about your man, LeBron. We could talk about him being had all this on him. But I mean, come on.
Pick, yeah.
You know, Dwayne Wade was the 3rd pick out of Marquette. Pat Riley drafted him. Pat Riley put him in a position to succeed. Once Pat Riley realized what he had, he brought Shaq in. Shaq played a back seat to Dwayne Wade in that final.
Hard choice, huh? The man had 3 rings. Hard choice.
He played a back seat, though. He played a back seat to Dwayne Wade, and me being a Lakers fan, I was upset with Shaq because he could have did it for Shaq, for Kobe, in my opinion. But instead of him putting his ego aside, he did it for this guy, Dwayne Wade, a kid at the time, and didn't do it for a man he won 3 championships for. But
so he did do it, yeah. Okay.
But he did it for Dwayne Wade. He did it for Dwayne Wade, and Dwayne Wade took them to the promised land. Somebody that Pat Riley drafted.
But that's a hard choice. Yeah, that was a hard choice.
But I mean, but then we get to the fact when Shaq's gone. And they put pieces in place to where they don't even supposed to be in the playoffs. They don't got the talent there.
But let's stop right there. On that team right there. You had Shaq, you had Alonzo Mourning, you had Gary Payton, you had White Chocolate, you had Anthony Walker.
Let's start right there before you go down the list. First, you said Shaq.
Yeah.
First off, Shaq left the Lakers, and Shaq was motivated. Now, Shaq, probably out of all them players you named, Shaq is the only player on that team I would have said at that particular point in their career that you could say, okay, that dude's that guy. Shaq still had juice.
What about Christian Laettner?
Who?
Christian Laettner.
Who?
What about him?
Who?
He had that deadly jump shot.
Who?
You know, what about Dodi?
I know it's not like an owl right now,
yeah.
But Christian Laettner, the 12th man on the dream team that nobody wanted, you really gonna call this man name? Are you really the guy that Shaq embarrassed?
He got him. He got Christian Laettner.
Only reason he had him on the team is to fill a roster spot. Let's think about this. We already went down Shaq. Okay. GP was done. GP went into a situation where you got Shaq and D-Wade. You saying GP name, and I'm like, I no disrespect to GP, one of the best guards ever. But come on, when he got to Miami, he wasn't that guy. He just now had left the Lakers and was taking the place up, and he was on his way out of the league. Then we talk about Antoine Walker. Nobody wanted Antoine Walker because of his personal issues. They can shoot 3-pointers from half court. You had to bring that in.
Make them 2. What about White Chocolate?
White Chocolate, a turnover machine in Sacramento. They got rid of him for Mike Bibby. So you want to go down the list of these players, but they made those players come together and gel as a team.
Easy to do. And he didn't do that. Stan Van Gundy did that.
Easy? Are you really? Why didn't he take him to the promised land? Why did they fire him?
Because he wanted the credit. Yeah, that's a good question. He wanted the credit.
Stan Van Gundy wasn't producing. But let's talk about after the championship.
Yeah.
Let's talk about after the championship.
Nothing happened till LeBron got there. After
No.
Nothing happened till LeBron got there.
I'm not allowing you to do that today, Independent. I'm not allowing you to do that. I'm not allowing you when Dwayne Wade and a bunch of nobodies, because you like to use the other word, B-U-M-S, bums. You don't like to use that word, but Dwayne Wade with a bunch of, I'm going to say it, bums, made the playoffs with 500 basketball, and they started the season 10-31 and finished 31-10. And Pat Riley had enough. He the one who mentored Spo, probably the best coach in the NBA right now, because of what he did with that team last year.
That's not true. That's not true.
He mentored that guy from the.
They can't beat the Nets.
No, they made the finals last year with a team with what you said, Jimmy,
politics,
overachieving Butler.
Politics,
overachiever Butler. But let's get to your man LeBron.
Yeah, the savior of that organization. Let's call him the savior of that organization.
They helped LeBron's career much as he helped that organization.
It helped his career.
And you guys from Clutch Sports, y'all don't want to give Miami credit, because at the end of the day, LeBron was going to be who he was going to be, but he was just going to be another guy put up stats.
You know who I give credit? I give credit to Dwayne Wade.
Okay, thank you.
For bringing him to the team. That was the smartest thing Dwayne Wade did. And that's kind of neck to neck in terms of, was it smarter for him to bring LeBron to Miami, or was it smarter for him to marry Gabrielle Union?
What I got to do with basketball? Then we want to talk about what I got to do with we talking about today about how he helped LeBron James' career.
Now, I don't know about that. I'm just saying what was smart of him was him to be able to convince that man to come to Miami.
Man, look.
Like, if he never thought of that, or they never came to however that conclusion came, if he never made that happen, he retires with one ring. Nobody's talking about him.
Are you serious?
And that's pretty much it.
Man, Rob, this man won a ring his third year in the league. What are you talking about?
And that would have been all he got. It would have been all he got, because he would have never won another ring.
Maybe LeBron don't win up with 1 or 2 rings without Dwayne Wade. That's what I'm saying. We don't, and this is what we left the debate off 2 weeks ago.
LeBron got into the finals in this, what is the 4th year of the year in the league?
He didn't win.
Yeah, politics.
He wasn't his IQ, his mental wasn't enough to win.
No, he didn't have the players. They got nothing.
He didn't have the confidence.
I don't even know none of them guys on that team. Boobie Gibson, and they're like, where's these guys at? Man, come on.
Like, look, man. LeBron James would have been my comparison to him. Forget talking about Michael Jordan. Forget talking about Magic Johnson. Wilt Chamberlain with rings. Look, matter of fact, your man, Bruce Paul, said that LeBron James is Karl Malone with a handle. Karl Malone don't got no rings. Karl Malone put up damn near the same numbers. He was the second leading scorer in the NBA before LeBron
the first.
LeBron's first, but I mean, if LeBron doesn't go to Miami, he doesn't maturate and mature and grow the way that he needs to. LeBron might have 1 ring, he might not have none.
For the 118 he win. He showed that when he went back to Cleveland.
So what it took him? Why it took him 8 years to win a ring, bro? 9 years, 9 years.
Because Cleveland wouldn't give him the help he needed.
I mean, that man didn't want to defer. Because I mean, when the second time around, he knew what it was. His physical ability when he went to Miami was a lot more impressive. He was more physically dominant in Miami than he was in Cleveland. But he was smarter when he got back to Cleveland.
He's smart when he came in the league.
He wasn't
dragging him when he came in the league. The man came in averaging 20 points. He was dragging him when he came in the league.
I mean, but I mean, at the end of the day, that was his physical ability. So are you telling me, and I want you to go on record, because you said this off the record.
Mm-hmm.
You've said this off the record, and me and you have gotten in the heated debates about bums in the NBA.
Yeah.
Did LeBron not say that there were bums in the NBA?
I don't know.
Oh, you didn't say it off the record. So
I don't remember saying it.
You were pleading the fifth.
I pleading the fifth. I don't remember saying that. I can't sit and speak for another man.
This is easy.
No, I can't speak for another man. That's all.
You're not the one that enlightened me about him making that statement his second year in the career that in the league that this is easy?
I just said he should have said that.
Oh, he should have. Okay, so maybe I misunderstood what you said. So allegedly, it was said that this is easy.
He should have said that too.
Okay, okay. You know what? This is how we do this. We started about the Miami culture, and there is a culture there because
which is really no culture there. But go ahead.
I mean, just
because a white man tell you, let me say this. Just because a white man tell you how you live your life, that ain't no culture. So that's called slavery. You know, the man goes every Monday. Let me speak for a second. Every Monday he goes in there, takes body fat tests. If you're over a certain amount of body fat, you get fined. So Jermaine O'Neal, he said that's why he had to leave Miami. He said because he didn't want to sit there and say, damn, I can't even eat an Oreo cookie. So just because the white man tell you how to live your life, you better do this, you better do that, that don't make it a culture. That's more like modern day slavery. So